Good morning, good afternoon. I almost botched that up. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It is me, your friendly neighborhood Midnight. Hello to all my Midnighters. I gotta show you a few things in this room of mine. It's a mess, but please forgive that. But the first thing is this. What's that? A Gengar? Yes. Not just any Gengar. No. If I turn it around here, hold on. Like I said, my room's a mess, so you'll have to excuse it. But yeah, I'm going to turn it around here in a moment. Or actually, I don't have to turn it around. Like I said, my room's a mess. I'm sorry. You'll get to see it Sunday as we progress through cleaning in a montage. But it is signed right over here. See that? By the lady who voiced Ash. Like, what? Now, if you're into Pokemon, then you know that Gengar is one of the best Pokemon ever, because he's a ghost type. And nobody can touch ghost types. Now, let's focus on my face, shall we? Oh, before we do, I'll show you who's back, but only till Sunday. This boy is. Yeah. This boy is back, but only till Sunday, right? Yeah, he's a good boy. Only than throwing up just a little bit. Yeah, he's stretching, thinking that we're going to go outside, but he doesn't know that we're recording. All right, here I am again. I'm going to go out here, and he doesn't want to follow. That's fine. See, is the sun going to be gracious to me again today? I hope so. I didn't bring a jacket, so. And it is near the morning. Can y'all see me? I don't know. Anyways, I don't know if you can see me or not. I can't see me. Y'all can't, then I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? Let me go over there. Like, over there. Take y'all with me? How do y'all like the shirt? It says Branson. Don't know if y'all can see that because where I'm at, it looks like Ensiba. Yeah. That is totally a word. There we go. That's a lot better. Yeah. Okay. Y'all can definitely see my pretty face. Not that y'all want to or anything, right? Again, I didn't bring my ring out. I'm a forgetful mess. This is why I need a woman. See, if y'all don't know out there, I am womanless. I don't have a woman in my life. Well, one that I can call a girlfriend, you know, and I've often said I don't need one. I was wrong. I find myself very dazed and like protective of people that doesn't need protecting. Like I'm a protective soul against everyone. Or towards everyone, I guess. Not against, but towards everyone. And I don't need to be. Guess what I'm saying is that I'm a guy. I'm a man who likes to protect his family, his girl if he had one. Protect his dog. Protect his house. Although this isn't my house because I'm not paying for it, but it is a house I reside in, and so therefore it is mine. I take care of this house most of the time, so I have someone sharing it, but I do most of the work. The only thing I don't do is loading the dishwasher and everything, but the rest I do. So I unload, and like I said to the women out there in previous videos, this can go, this can be gone. I'm not opposed to like getting rid of it if it means that I will get someone. Now, it can't, I've stated this before in my vlogs. There. I stated this before in my vlogs. I will not accept any women that don't have a God-fearing core to them, heart, meaning that if you have a God-fearing heart, then I'm gonna be loving you even more. That doesn't mean that I won't accept you if you don't have a God-fearing heart. If you don't know who God is, it doesn't mean that I won't accept you. I'll accept you. Whether you know who God is or whether you don't. My hope is that one day I can change your mind, but you'll never change my mind about straying away from God, because I won't. So let's just put that out there. Just wanted to go out there with that first. It's a beautiful Shabbat morning. And here in Central Florida. And Adonai knows exactly what we need and what we don't need, and when we need it and when we don't need it, which is why I'm going to just talk about him and not give you a story today, because I didn't really come prepared with a story right at this moment in time, because I wasn't really going to go do a video right now. I was going to do one later, but I have stuff to do later that can't wait until Sunday. So, because crunch time is coming, and like I said, Sunday you're going to be getting a montage, which will be released Monday by the time you're watching this. See, today is Saturday the 21st, and by Monday it'll be the 23rd, so a new day. So Sunday, which is the 22nd, will no, wait. Today's the 22nd. Monday would be the 24th. Okay, excuse me. Unless I totally botched that up, which most likely for me. But anyways, like I said, I don't have a biblical story to tell. Instead, I thought what I was going to do, and what I'm going to do, is tell you a few things about what I'm planning to do later this year with this channel. By later, I mean coming on down the line. You know, a few ideas for the channel that I've had for some time. First idea, to get shirts put out there so that y'all can buy them. You know, maybe hats too, because I love hats. You know, maybe work on a line of hats first that has my symbol and that is black. I don't know. What is easier, shirts or hats first? It's going to be that type of hat that you can wear like every day, whether it's snowing, raining, sleeting, hailing, you know, sunny, every day, for both women or men. So I'm sorry, I am looking at a young man, elderly man I guess, who is walking down the sidewalk back down there and has a limp on his leg. You know, that doesn't strike me like odd, but you know, because the reason why is because I have that too. You know, now that I think of it, I do have a story. Well, I thought of it, but then I forgot it. Have that ever happened to you guys? You think of a story and then yet you forget it? Yeah. Thought so. One day I'm going to be doing a live here, probably Sunday. Like after the cleaning of the room montage that I'm doing. That's tomorrow. Maybe I might post it tomorrow, and maybe it might come out Monday, depending on when. By the way, guys, stay tuned for Mother's Day. I got a special presentation for all those mothers out there, because without, well, my mom and another family member stepping up as a mom figure, you know, I wouldn't be where I am today. My faith would not be where I am today. You know, it just wouldn't be. Me talking to you like this would not be here today. Have you ever done anything that you know you're not supposed to, but you do anyways? Whether you think it's sin or not. I mean, you know it's wrong, but yet you do it anyways. I've done that a lot. Not lately, but I've done that a lot. Then just to think that you're going to kick yourself just because you've done those wrongs, and no matter how much you apologize, it never seems enough. Well, that's happened to me many times, you know? My, it's really beautiful out here. The times that I spend with y'all, with my family, are special. I know I'm 52 years old, and if I get to 53, I'm going to be blessed as all get out, because my mother died at 52. So that means I'd be living longer than she will, which, is a blessing to me. That means y'all get me for 53 years, Hold on, guys. Let me show you something. Okay, I turn the camera this way because I want you to check that out. Isn't it beautiful? Wherever it went to. Hello there again. So yeah, I wanted to show you that bird there while it was still there. I didn't want it to go away when, motorcycle. Old one too, I guess. An old truck, I guess. Not car. But yeah. There are so many things running through my mind at the time. So many things I need to get done in such a little time. Have y'all ever felt that way? That, I have to do videos. I have to clean. Here's the thing though, I don't like cleaning. I don't think anybody does. But the thing is that once it's done, it's done. I'd rather get it done than having to put it off and then not get it done at all. If I had my way, I probably would not celebrate this one holy day, because it's the day of unleavened bread. It's where we can't have leaven stuff. It's a remembrance of what happened in Egypt when, and again, it takes us back to when Pharaoh told Moses to take your people and go. And so Moses did take the people and led them on out. And then Pharaoh said, you know what, I want them back. So he tried to go after them. But anyways, when we get towards more of Days of Unleavened Bread, I'll share more of what that's about and what in Messianic Jewish culture in general, has, and what they eat during that days. So stick around for that. That's part of the future. The other part is after that holy day, because I can't do it during the holy day, but after the holy day, I'm going to be doing interviews with different family members. And the reason why I'm going to be doing that and putting them on here, whether I'm going to show their face or not, I don't care. I'd rather have their voice than their face. If they want to do it that way, fine. I don't care. I don't mind. It's their preference. And I'll be respectful of that preference, I totally don't mind going in there and get their point of view on life and how they're doing and updates and stuff like that. Mainly I'm doing it for when grandma, because their grandma can't grandma can't be here to watch the grandkids grow up or anything. Sure, they get like weekly text every once in a while, but that's a weekly text. I'm wanting for this platform to be like a family oriented thing, so families can come, you know, whether my family or your family out there can come and understand more about who I am, what I do, what my channel's about, which is mainly God, who I look to for inspiration, the Heavenly Father, why I look to Him for inspiration, because without Him I'd be nothing. I'd have nothing. See, when I talk about Him, it's not just a choice. It's something I have to do. You know, you look at a bush or grass or a tree or flowers. They didn't just bounce up off of the ground. They didn't like spring up from small seeds. I mean, they did. But how did they come about if you didn't water them? If you didn't go out there and pour water onto them, what would come? Rain. Who controls the rain? Some people say government. I know otherwise. I mean, the government can do a lot of things nowadays, but God can do a lot more than the government can. See, the government, in my opinion, and this is my opinion only, not the opinions of my channel, not the opinions of the family on my channel or the family in real life. This is mine and mine alone. My opinion is that some of the government, not all of them, but some of them are trying to play God. And that is a dangerous thing to do. Real dangerous thing to do. You know. I would never try and do that. You know, I've thought about doing that. Yeah, who hasn't? Would I do it? No. Because I'm going to leave creating the things that to beings and people out there, my Heavenly Father, my heavenly being. I'm going to leave it to Him to create things if He so chooses. You know? Because I am not a creator. A creator of music, yes. Because He gave me those gifts, those talents. He gave me the skills to do that. Now, here's something else that I find kind of cool, guys. So, our cousin, or excuse me, my cousins and I have like this own, and I mean the cousins around here and where I'm at, has this little chat group going on. And one cousin calls me Mr. Aura, which, you know, thank you, that builds my self-esteem a lot. And the other one called me Aura King. And I don't know what I did to deserve that, family. Because the fact of it is that when this one younger cousin, and I'm not talking about the girl cousin, I'm talking about the younger boy cousin, when he feels like he can outwit his older cousin, me, he is sorely mistaken. Because without even thinking, I'm like, boom, and just totally flies his, like, thinking out of kilter. It is funny. Well, I think it's kind of funny. I mean, a lot of times I'm doing it without even, like, conscious in there. I'm like just doing it, you know? So, and that's not me just tooting my own horn, that's me talking about what happened, and you know what happens when I'm just chatting with my cousins. And I chat daily because, or at least weekly, every once in a while I should say, just to see how they're doing, you know, just to keep in touch with them, because you know, the fact of the matter is I do love them. And like I said, I have tried to show the actions of that. And that's another topic. Actions. How do you show that you love somebody? One thing is to go out of your way to do something for somebody that, you know, like one of your family members goes out of their way to, I don't know, load the dishwasher when you least expected, or helps you with a difficult task that you're not really looking forward to do, and helping you do it with you, so you don't have to enhance the burden on your own, so you don't have to like deal with it on your own. Now there are things that I'm going to have to do on my own, and I know that it's going to be hard, but it's a small room, so I know I can do this together, you know, and with y'all right here to help me and to encourage me, because every time that I do something like this, every time that I am thinking about doing something, I feel your prayers, I feel your thoughts. Thank you. You're probably like, oh, he doesn't feel them, he doesn't know that I'm thinking about him, he doesn't know whether I'm watching one of his videos or not. You're right. But I do feel when you're thinking of me. I do feel when you're praying for me. I don't know whether you're watching or not, but if you are, thank you. It means so much to me. Y'all are just the greatest set of fans and family that, you know, one guy could ever hope for. And I say fans, you know, strictly because the family that I created here has really turned into fans and family and, you know, whatever else. Now, it's not my real life family, you know, and I don't know what you're going through, unless you care to share. And I'm going to be here for you, though. Just letting you know. I'm going to be here for you if you need me. Will I be willing to take that burden off of you? Yeah? Because that's what family does. In the end, I might suffer because of it, because I took too much. But that's what someone like me does. I'm an empathist. I like to empathize with people and feel what they are feeling a lot of times. So, like this girl who came to my channel saying that she may not live long enough to see the face reveal. Me asking her why, and her replying because she's dying of cancer. Do you know, my family, how much that hurts? To see one of my family members going through that in YouTube land? Because in real life, I know how much that does hurt. And then only to experience it from a child. No little one has to go through that, in my opinion. I am praying for that family, so much, every day. If they do watch, great. If they don't, okay, I understand. I've talked to the mother after the fact. And had told her that I'm sorry for her loss, and I'll continue to pray for them. I hope they do watch, because it would mean a lot to, would have meant a lot to the young'un if they continued to watch and everything. Now, I'm just probably talking on the other side of my head, but I would like to think that it would mean a lot to them. I don't know what brought that up, but the fact that life can change. One moment you're here, the next moment you're not, brings an important point here. That the times you have left on this earth, don't waste it. The times you have here on whatever continent you are at, you don't have long to live. None of us does. We're saying that if you're a kid, you can disregard this. If you're 50 or over, if you're 70 and over, then, heed that. You want to get daily checkups or what am I saying? I'm not a doctor. I play one on TV. No, but what I'm saying, guys, is life is short. We need to make love and peace and everything, not war and strife and wanting to kidnap people or whatever. We should do our best to actually love. We should do our best to actually care. We should do our best, try our hardest to actually go out of our way to care and love. There's this saying that goes, when you love, there is no room for hate. When you hate, there is no room for love. So what are you going to choose, family? Are you going to choose love or hate? I tell you, there's a lot more room out there for love than there is hate. Sure, the person on the other side, the being on the other side, will tell you hate is a lot easier to go and everything. It may look like that. It may look all fancy. It may look all glamorous on that side. But look what happened to Hollywood. There are many people out there in Hollywood, and I say many because there's not all people in Hollywood that turned out that way. Look at John Snyder. Look at people like Kirk Cameron. Those are just the two higher ups that I know of that has changed. They changed from Hollywood actor non-believers to believers, and an outright believer, Let me go on another realm of saying that John Snyder even is in movies that I like that are actually on YouTube. One is called I Am Gabriel, and if you see that movie on YouTube, watch it, because that's one that he's in, and he's an excellent actor. If you are familiar with the Dukes of Hazzard, then you're familiar with John Snyder. Henry Winkler, there's another guy who is, professing, well, not professing, but he is no stranger to God. It's just, be careful, my brothers and sisters, and everyone else. God is a just God. My Heavenly Father is a just judge. He will judge you rightly and fairly. So you can't say, I was poorly judged. This judge is unruly, because he's never unruly. What he says goes. You either say yes sir, or can I think about it? Because I'd tell you this, if you ask him if you can think about it and his answer is no, then you better do it. But if he says sure, you can think about it, then think about it closely, because I'm pretty sure your answer is going to be yes to whatever he says to do. Let me give you an example of something he told me to do. So, I was in Missouri for 3 months. as you could tell. And I was going to both churches. I was going to a St. Paul Lutheran's church and then another church that was a synagogue down there. I felt more at home with the synagogue, and I shouldn't say most at home, I should say there were differences between the two, but the synagogue was one part where I thanked her dearly for not just driving me out there, but picking me back up. She didn't have to do that, There was a lot of things that lady didn't have to do, but she did. And because she did those actions, she showed me love. She showed how much she loved me by doing actions. And see, I never knew this, never realized it. It never kicked in until today. Until like recently, I should say. Never really kicked in until recently that actions can speak louder than words when you're talking about love. Because it's okay to say I love you. It's okay to give them a hug. But it's better if you express that through your actions, like cleaning your room before you're even told to do that. Picking up after yourself without even being told to. It's just common sense to clean up after yourself. So yeah, that's why I'm doing a montage Sunday, and you'll probably see that Monday of me cleaning my room, because it's just something that somebody has to do, And whether I get help with cleaning the room or not, that's okay, because I'm going to do it regardless of whether I get help. Now, I know the reason why I'm doing it is because another cousin of mine, the one that acted like a mother to me while my mother was gone and dead, she's going to help me clean the rest of it if need to be. But that's the reason why I'm going to preempt it, is so that she doesn't have to do as much. She won't, like, I'm going to have to clear everything off my desk, everything off of my dresser and everything. My 4 little cubicle type things to do said work, and I will. It'll take me a minute, but I will. I can use other bins and boxes that I have lying around and stuff to use, so I can do that. I can probably take one of these tables in here to do that, and lay it flat on that table while I clean off surfaces and then dry it off and then put it back up there, because that's where I want it to be. But then I'm going to get a bookshelf in sometime, probably Sunday or something, I don't know. I just don't know. See, the changes are coming quickly faster and faster, and it's like I have so much to do, my family, that it's not funny. So, whenever you got stuff to do, don't procrastinate. It just makes it worse. Just go ahead and get it over with. But yeah, anyways, remember to not just love yourself, love others. Remember that they love you too. Your parents, your grandparents, aunt, uncle. God loves you. And last, and probably least, I love you. Goodbye, my family. And until tomorrow, where I'll see you probably in a live, probably not, I don't know. I didn't factor in that I have to do cleaning, but if I get done with the cleaning, you'll see me live. So, anyways, goodbye, my lovelies.